find the area of a sector of a circle of radius 10 centimeters. Find the area of a sector of a circle of radius 10 centimeters when the arc subtends an angle of 2 radians at the center. So, an arc of a circle of radius 10 centimeters is making an angle of 2 radians at its center, and we are asked to find the area of the sector. Suppose if this is the circle and L is the length of the sector and R is the radius and theta radians is subtended by the arc AB at the center. At present theta is given in radians. Theta is equal to 2 radians and R is given as 10 centimeters, and we are asked to find the area of the sector. Without finding L, we can find it the area, or even after finding L also we can find. Area of the sector is equal to half r square theta. That is half into 100 into theta is 2. So therefore, the area of the sector is 100. Since it is area, it is square centimeters. So we are asked to find the area of a sector of a circle of radius 10 centimeters when the arc subtends an angle of 2 radians. Area of the sector is half r square theta. It is also equal to half LR, and L is equal to r theta. Therefore, it is equal to half r square theta. So half into 100 into 2. Therefore, it is 100 square centimeters. Find the area of a sector of a circle which has an angle of 2 radians and an arc of length 10 centimeters. Find the area of a sector of a circle which has an angle of 2 radians and an arc of length 10 centimeters. That means on a circle, an arc of length 10 centimeters is making an angle 2 radians at its center, and we are asked to find the area of the sector. If this is R and this is L, and then the angle subtended by the arc at the center in radians is equal to L by R. L is given and angle is given. The area of the sector is LR, to use the formula half LR, we have to calculate R because L is given. The other formula is half R square. For that we have to calculate R because theta is given. So anyhow, let us find R first. Here L is equal to 10 centimeters given and theta is equal to 2 radians and theta in radians is L by R, and according to this L is equal to R theta, R theta is 2 radians and L is 10 by R. Therefore, R is equal to 5. When we got the value of R, either we can go for the formula half LR or half R square theta. So A is equal to half LR we will put, and this is half, the arc length is 10 and the radius is 5, therefore this is 25 square centimeters. This is also area equal to half R square theta, and this is half into 25 into theta is 2. So either this way or the other way we can calculate the area of the sector. So the most important point is we have to remember that the area of the sector is half LR. It is also equal to half R square theta because theta is L by R. So we have to find the area of a sector which has an angle of 2 radians at the center and an arc of length 10 centimeters. Therefore the length of the arc L is 10 centimeters. The angle is theta radians, and theta radians is equal to L by R. So therefore 2 radians is equal to 10 by R. From that we got R equal to 5. So according to the formula half LR or half R square theta, the area of the sector is found to be 25 square centimeters. The minute hand of a clock is 10 centimeters long. How far its tip move in 20 minutes. Now we are asked to find the length of the arc described by the minute's hand of a clock. The minute hand of a clock is 10 centimeters long. So therefore as it revolves, the radius of the circle is 10 centimeters. How far the tip moves in 20 minutes? See, the minute's hand, if it completes 1 revolution, it makes 60 minutes. So, 1 revolution of a minute hand makes 1 hour or 60 minutes. And for 1 revolution, the length of the arc is equal to 2 pi r. So, if the minute's hand makes one complete revolution, it makes 1 hour, that means it completes 60 minutes. And to make one complete revolution, it travels a distance of 2 pi r, therefore the length of the arc becomes 2 pi r, and to travel this 2 pi r centimeters, it takes 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, L is equal to 2 pi r. In 1 minute, L is equal to 2 pi r by 60. And we want in 20 minutes. So in 20 minutes, L is equal to 2 pi r by 60 into 20. So 20 goes 3 times, and r is given as 10. So therefore, here this is equal to 2 pi into 10 by 60 into 20. 10 to 20 goes here 3. So the distance moved is 20 pi by 3. So if we take this as the minute's hand, this minute's hand makes complete one revolution, and after making complete revolution, the distance traveled by the tip is 2 pi r radians, and to make in that 2 pi r radians, the angle made by it is 360 degrees, and for that the time taken is 60 minutes. So in 60 minutes, one revolution, a minute hand makes 60 minutes. So to make this 60 minutes, it travels a distance of 2 pi r. So in 60 minutes, L is equal to 2 pi r. In 1 minute, L will be equal to 2 pi r by 60. Therefore, in 20 minutes, L will be equal to 2 pi r by 60 into 20. Thereby it is 20 by 3. Therefore, the distance moved by the minute's hand in 20 minutes is 20 pi by 3. So distance moved by minute hand in 20 minutes is 20 pi by 3 centimeters. A rail road curve is to be laid out on a circle. A railroad curve is to be laid out on a circle. What radius should be used if the track is to change the direction by 25 degrees in a distance of 40 meters. So a railroad curve is to be laid out on a circle, and what radius should be used if the track is to change the direction by 25 degrees in a distance of 40 meters. So a railroad is to be laid on a circle, and to some distance this is taking a turning of 25 degrees. That means the amount of rotation made from here to here is 25 degrees, and this distance is given as 40 meters. So by traveling a distance of 40 meters from here to here, it is taking an angle of 25 degrees. So if we consider this as a circle, and this is a radius r, and this is L is the length of the arc, it is given as 40 miles, and the angle subtended at the center is 25 degrees. So theta is equal to 25 degrees, and this is 25 into pi by 180 radians, and the formula theta is equal to L by R. This implies R is equal to L by theta, that is equal to L is given as 40 by theta, means it is 180 by 25 into pi. Five fives, 5 eights, and 5 goes 36 times here. So 8 into 36. So finally R is equal to, it is 288 by pi meters. So therefore a railway track is laid on a circle, and when the train starts from here and comes here in a distance of 40 miles, it is taking an angle of 25 degrees movement. Therefore theta is equal to 25 degrees, and in radians theta is equal to 25 into pi by 180, and theta radians is equal to L by R. So R is equal to L by theta, and L is given as 40 and theta is 25 into pi. Thereby we got 288 pi meters. Find the ratio of the radii of two circles find the ratio of the radii of two circles at the centers of which two arcs of same length subtends (60 degrees) and 75 degrees. Find the ratio of the radii of two circles at the centers of which two arcs of the same length subtends 60 degrees and 75 degrees. So basically there are two circles. This is one circle we will take. The other circle is like this. And two arcs of same length. So let the equal length be L, and let the radius of this one be R1 and this be R2. Now the arc of this circle is making 60 degrees and the arc of this circle is making 70 degrees. So this angle here is 60 degrees and this angle here is 75 degrees. And 60 degrees is equal to pi by 3 radians. 75 degrees is equal to 5 pi by 12 radians. So L is same in both the circles, and the angle subtended at the center here is pi by 3 radians and here is 5 pi by 12, and this radius is taken as R1 and this radius is R2. Basically theta is equal to L by R. So therefore, since theta is equal to L by R, this, let us make this as theta 1 and this as theta 2. Here theta is equal to L by R. Therefore, R is equal to L by theta. So, from this, for the first circle, R1 is equal to L by theta 1, and for the second circle, R2 is equal to L by theta 2. So, for the first circle, we have taken the radius as R1 and the angle as theta 1 equal to 60. For the second circle, the radius is taken as R2 and the angle is taken as theta 2, and in both the length of the arcs is same. So basically the formula is theta is equal to L by R, thereby R equal to L by theta. Hence R1 is equal to L by theta 1 and R2 is equal to L by theta 2. We want R1 by R2. Therefore R1 by R2 is equal to L by theta 1 into theta 2 by L is equal to theta 2 by theta 1, and theta 2 is 5 pi by 12 and theta 1 pi by 3, therefore it is reverse. So pi is cancelled and this is 3 goes 4. So the answer is 5 by 4. So R1 by R2 is 5 by 4, therefore R1 is to R2 is 5 is to 4. So find the ratio of the radii of two circles at the centers of which two arcs of same length subtend 60 degrees and 75 degrees. The radius of the first circle is R1 and the angle made by the sector at the center is taken as theta 1 and the length of the arc is L. Now this theta 1 is 60 degrees equal to pi by 3 radians. Here the radius of the second circle is taken as R2 and the angle made by the sector is theta 2 and the length of the arc is same as here. So theta 2 is 75. Now theta equal to L by R implies R equal to L by theta. Hence R1 is equal to L by theta 1 and R2 is L by theta 2. Therefore R1 by R2 is L by theta 1 into theta 2 by L. Thereby it is theta 2 by theta 1. And theta 2 is 5 by 12 into this is, on reversing 3 by pi, pi gets cancelled, 3/4. So therefore it is 5 by 4. So the final answer which we have to write is the ratio of the radii is 5:4. The perimeter of a certain sector of a circle is equal to the length of the arc of a semicircle having the same radius compute the angle of the sector in degrees, minutes and seconds. The perimeter of a certain sector of a circle is equal to the length of the arc of a same circle having the same radius, having a semicircle having the same radius. Compute the angle of the sector in degrees, minutes and seconds. Now the perimeter of a certain sector of a circle is equal to the length of the arc of a semicircle having the same radius. So let this be the circle. And if this is L and this is R and this is the angle in radians. Now if the radius of this circle is taken as R, the perimeter of the sector becomes 2R plus L. And this perimeter of the sector is equal to the length of the arc of a semicircle of same radius. Since the radius is R, the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r and the circumference of a semicircle is pi r. So therefore this is the information given. So we have taken r as the radius of the circle and L is the length of the arc and theta is the angle subtended at the center. So the perimeter of the sector, this is r plus L plus r becomes 2r plus L, and it is equal to the perimeter of the semicircle of the same radius, that means pi r. But L is equal to r theta. So 2r plus r theta is equal to pi r. L equal to r theta, that is radian measurement. Now r gets cancelled, therefore theta is equal to pi minus 2. So therefore it is pi minus 2 radians. And this pi minus 2 radians is equal to, we know that pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. 1 radian is 180 by pi. So therefore this is into 180 by pi degrees. When this comes inside, it is, or otherwise we will put this as 22 by 7 minus 2, and this is 180 by pi. At present we will keep it like that. 72 minus this is 14, 22 minus 14, it becomes 8 by 7 into this pi is 7 by 22 and this is 180. 7 gets cancelled. So therefore it is 720 by 11 degrees. It is on actual division, it will be 65.4545 degrees. So it is equal to 65 degrees into 0.4545 into 60 minutes. This is equal to 65 degrees into 27 minutes, and finally it is 16.2 seconds. So therefore the perimeter of a sector of a circle is 2r plus L is equal to the perimeter of the semicircle of same radius, means pi r, but L is equal to r theta. So 2r plus r theta is pi r gets cancelled, and theta is pi minus 2 radians. And pi is 22 by 7 minus 2. This becomes 18 by 8 by 7, and this is 7 by 22, and this is 180. And finally we have got 720 by 11. By actual division, it is 65 into 0.4545. So 65 degrees, and when 0.4545 is multiplied by 60, we will get minutes, 27. And the remaining part is once again to be multiplied by 60 to convert it into seconds. Therefore the angle is approximately equal to 65 degrees, 27 minutes and 16.2 seconds.